Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the topic alcohols, phenols and ethers. From this chapter also you will get around 4 marks question in the exam. Let us begin with what is the definition of alcohols first. The general formula of alcohols will be ROH. They are, if you see their functional group, it is OH, which is called as hydroxyl. Similarly, if you look at the formula of phenols, they will be represented by this formula, where OH is also present here. It is called hydroxyl group. So alcohols and phenols have the common feature that both have the same functional group. Now what is the difference between the two is, the phenols contain aromatic part which is attached to the hydroxy, whereas in alcohols it consists of aliphatic part which is attached to the hydroxyl group. So this is the major difference. So we can say that alcohols are hydroxy derivatives. So the main point is that alcohols are hydroxy derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic means they have to be straight chain, they have to be non-aromatic, like alkanes, alkenes or alkynes. They can be cyclic also, but they will be non-aromatic. When you talk about phenols, they are hydroxy derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic means benzene and its derivatives. Let us take some simple examples. If you have this compound, methane, you have to remove its hydrogen atom, one or all the four, and in place of hydrogen you have to substitute it by hydroxyl group. The compound so formed will become a hydroxy derivative of methane. So hydroxy derivative of methane is called as methanol. Methanol is an alcohol. Same thing if you try on benzene and remove its hydrogen atom, one of the hydrogen atoms, and attach the OH through any reaction, then the hydroxy derivative of benzene is obtained. Hydroxy derivative of benzene will be known as benzenol or simply phenol. So this was the first point of difference between alcohols and phenols, and the similarity which we have seen is that alcohols contain hydroxyl as the functional group and phenols also contain hydroxyl as the functional group. The second point of difference which you will see here is that the hybridization of the carbon atoms which is attached to the OH. Now let us compare the structures of the simplest alcohol, that is methanol, and the simplest phenol, that is phenol itself. Now when we look at the structure, we will find that the bond is having this kind of shape, bent shape. The oxygen atom in this case has got 2 sigma bonds and 2 lone pairs, in total 4. So 4 means sp3 hybridization. So we have to sum up the total lone pairs and the sigma bonds, that is your 4, so sp3. Similarly here also you will notice 1, 2, 3, 4. So the oxygen atom in both the cases is going to be sp3 hybridized, and the geometry in both the cases has to be tetrahedral geometry, according to which the bond angle, every bond angle if you see here, has to be 109 degrees 28 minutes. So the question which will be asked in the board exam is, the bond angle should be 109 degrees 28 minutes, but it is less in the case of alcohols. So the answer is due to the repulsions. So if we see here, there are 2 lone pairs. Due to the interelectronic repulsions between the lone pairs, there will be shift in the bond pair of electrons. So the answer for less bond angles in methanol is due to LP repulsions. Due to LP repulsions on oxygen atom, because of which the bond angles, the bond pairs get shifted downwards. Now in this case the benzene ring is so bulky that there will be not a much shift in the bond pairs, and hence the bond angle is almost the same as tetrahedral bond angle. The second point is, when we compare the bond lengths, the carbon oxygen bond lengths in alcohols and that in phenol. So the carbon oxygen bond length in methanol is 142 picometers, which is greater than that in the case of phenol. So this will be second question, why is the bond length in phenol shorter? So the reason for the short bond length in phenol is due to the phenomenon of resonance. Due to resonance, since the lone pair on oxygen and the double bond in benzene are in conjugation, they can easily participate in resonance. The lone pair participate in resonance, and due to which we can see that the double bond character develops in the case of phenol. You can still draw some more structures. I have just drawn 2 structures. There will be 3 more structures. So all these 5 structures need to be drawn in exam and explained that due to resonance, the carbon oxygen bond is no longer a single bond, it has also got a partial double bond character. Let us start with the topic classification of alcohols. Now there are various ways of classifying the alcohols. Let us first classify them on the basis of number of OH groups attached on the alcohols. So the first classification is based on number of hydroxyl groups. The first type of alcohols are monohydric alcohols. As the name suggests, mono means one, so they just contain one OH group attached to them. Dihydric, di means two, so they contain two OH group attached in the compound. And poly means many OH group attached in the alcohol. So poly means two or more than two, you may say. Let us take some simple examples. The first example is methanol. This compound contains only one OH, so it is a monohydric alcohol. The second is ethanol, which contains again one OH group. Dihydric alcohols. Let us see some very good examples. So this famous compound is ethylene glycol. This is ethylene glycol, and it is a dihydric alcohol because it contains two OH group. It is used in the polymer preparation, the polymer namely Dacron. It's also used for the preparation of the polymer Glyptal. So this was your first dihydric alcohol, that is ethylene glycol. The second type of dihydric alcohol which I have taken is 1,1-dihydroxyethane, or we can say ethane 1,1-diol. Now this compound has got both the OH groups attached on the same carbon atom, whereas here both the OH are attached on the adjacent carbon atoms. So here we come to a new definition of dihydric alcohols. If the two OH are attached on the adjacent carbon atoms, these kind of alcohols are called as vicinal diols, or simply VIC, vis diols. But in this case, if the two OH or the functional groups are attached on the same carbon atom, they are simply called as geminal compounds. In this case, they are alcohols, so we'll say geminal diols or simply gem diols. Now the point to be remembered here is that geminal diols are going to be extremely unstable compounds because they have both the OH attached at the same carbon atom. As a consequence, they will immediately undergo dehydration. You can see that the H plus will move out from here without its electron pair, and the OH will move with its electron pair. So we will get CH3, CH, we will write it on the top, double bond O plus H2O. So geminal diols on dehydration yield aldehydes, corresponding aldehydes. The next example which I am going to take for polyhydric alcohol, that means which contain more than two, will be this compound which is propane 1,2,3-triol. Now since there are more than one functional group of the same type, while writing their IUPAC name we have to keep this letter E. So we will write it as propane 1,2,3-triol. This famous compound is also known as glycerol. It is one of the byproducts of soap industry, and commercially it is sold under the brand name glycerine. So these are some of the commercially important alcohols which we have seen. The first we saw methanol. It is also known as wood spirit because it was obtained by destructive distillation of wood. Ethanol is commonly used as a beverage due to its intoxicating effect. Also it is used as a very good solvent and disinfectant. Ethylene glycol we saw the next, or ethane 1,2-diol, which is generally used for the preparation of many chemicals like polymer, glyptyl or Dacron also. Now this was not of much significance. It eventually had given you CH3CHO, that is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde can be used for further preparations of other compounds. Polyhydric alcohol, glycerine, yes, it has got many uses. One of the important uses is that it is a very good solvent. Now let us go to classification of monohydric alcohols. Further, we can classify them on the basis of the hydroxyl group which is attached to which type of carbon atom. The first we will see if it is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. sp3 means single bonded, fully saturated. You must remember, when you talk about sp3, it can be either primary, secondary or tertiary carbon atom. So these different types like alkyl, allylic and benzylic will be also further divided into primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols, allylic primary, allylic secondary, allylic tertiary, and also benzylic primary, benzylic secondary and benzylic tertiary. Now let us understand the meaning of these alkyl alcohols. So alkyl alcohols will be those alcohols which contain the OH attached to an sp3 hybridized carbon atom which is next to another sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Let us take example. In this compound you can see this OH is attached to sp3 carbon atom, and the neighbor of this sp3 carbon atom is also another sp3 carbon atom. So such alkyl carbon atoms or such carbon atoms are called as alkyl carbon atoms because their neighbors are sp3. Now right now it has got only one carbon atom attached to it, so this carbon atom can be termed as primary carbon atom, and this alcohol will be known as primary alcohol because the OH is attached to primary carbon atom. Once again, what is primary carbon atom? The carbon atom which is attached to none or one carbon atom. If I remove this hydrogen and I attach one more carbon atom, it can have a big chain also. I am just drawing simple formulae. So if this carbon atom is attached to two carbon atoms, this becomes a secondary alkyl alcohol, and this carbon is a secondary carbon atom. We can also remove one more hydrogen which was seen there, and this results in the last structure where we have got a tertiary carbon atom whose neighbors are three sp3 hybridized carbon atoms, and or we will say just three carbon atoms, may them be sp, sp2, sp3, it is immaterial. The neighbors should be three carbons. So 1, 2, 3, yes, it's a tertiary carbon atom and it will be attached to OH, so this is a tertiary alcohol. So I am sure you have understood this. Alkyl alcohols are those in which the OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, this one, next to another sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Coming to allylic carbon atom, we will draw an example and explain. So in this example which you can see, this is my allylic carbon atom because it is sp3 hybridized and its neighbor is sp2 hybridized. So here we have to classify them as alkyl, allyl and benzyl depending upon their neighbor. In alkyl the neighbor was sp3, in allyl the neighbor is sp2, and that too of an alkene. And when we talk about benzylic, this is the example of benzylic. So here this is your benzylic which is sp3 hybridized and its neighbor is an aryl carbon atom. So its neighbor is aryl carbon atom, or in short we can say the carbon which is attached to benzene ring will be called as benzyl carbon atom. Alright, so let us now see the various examples. This example was allylic alcohol, whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary we will have to check. Now this is allylic carbon because its neighbor is sp2 hybridized carbon atom and it has just got one carbon attached. So this example is primary allylic alcohol. If I change this and I remove one of the hydrogen atoms and I write one more carbon, right now it becomes secondary allylic alcohol, and also one more CH3 if I attach, this becomes tertiary allylic alcohol. Now benzylic, once again, benzylic carbon atom is directly attached to benzene ring, so its neighbor has to be benzene ring. It can be primary if there is only one carbon attached to it, like this one. It can be secondary if it has two carbon atoms attached to it, like this one. It can be tertiary if it has three carbon atoms attached to it, like this one. So these are the further classification of monohydric alcohols depending upon the hybridization of the carbon atom. So here we saw sp3 hybridization and the neighbors were differing. The neighbor was either an sp3 hybridized, or it was a double bonded carbon atom, that is sp2 hybridized, or it was a benzene ring itself. So in exam you can be given structures and asked to classify the given compounds into alkyl, allyl or benzyl. Let us see now the second type of monohydric alcohols. So let us go to the second type of monohydric alcohols, that is the OH attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So we have only one type over here, that is vinyl alcohols. Let us see the example. So this becomes your vinylic alcohol because the OH is attached to carbon atom of alkene. So the carbon atom, double bonded carbon atom of alkene is called as vinyl carbon atom. Since this is sp2 hybridized, we will not have further classification as primary, secondary, tertiary. So here we will not talk about primary, secondary, tertiary because it is sp2. Primary, secondary, tertiary is only talked with reference to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, now vinyl alcohols are also very unstable. What will happen if you just leave them? They will immediately rearrange themselves. You can see what's happening here. There is presence of double bond as well as OH. So this compound is very reactive because it contains, it looks like an ethene, it looks like an ethanol. So it has a blend of both alkene as well as alcohol. So it's a highly reactive species. So it is going to rearrange itself by the movement of H plus. So the electrons, the single bond will become double bond, and look at this. So the double bond is becoming single, and here we get a double bond. So just write it in a better way like this, and this H plus will move here because you are going to become CH2 minus. This the double bond becomes minus, so the H plus from here moves here, so we'll get CH3. So due to rearrangement, the vinyl alcohols will also rearrange to form aldehydes as the stable products. So that's all from this video. Today we have finished the introduction of what are alcohols, what are phenols, and how to classify the alcohols into different types, and what are the different types of hybridizations, sp3, sp2, and if the OH is attached to them, what are the various types of alcohols which we can get. So if it is sp3, we can get three types of alcohols: alkyl alcohols, we can get allyl alcohols, we can get benzyl alcohols, and finally we came to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. What we get from there is vinyl alcohols.